Welcome to Bikini Bottom Inquirer. Here's your anchor, and here's your host. You know his name, you know his marvelous mustache. The one, the only, Lurch Lurkin.
Ahoy there, me hearties! Are you ready to sail on the wacky world of Bikini Bottom? Well, hold on to your Krabby Patties, because we're about to reveal the top 25 epic SpongeBob and the Patrick Star Show mistakes. Welcome to Wonderflaw TV, your #1 premiere spot for cartoon bloopers. From continuity mistakes to animation slip-ups, we've scrutinized every episode to bring you the most comical and embarrassing errors. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more fun videos like this. And now grab a tub of popcorn and let's jump right into the action. We'll begin with the Patrick Star Show episode called House Hunting. It's a new episode where the Star family loses their house for some ridiculous reasons. Check out these clips. Wow, what a crazy plot, right? But that's not the only mistake in the episode. Did you catch the misspelling of ukulele on the town sign? The word is spelled U-K-E-L-E-L-E, but it should have a U instead of the first E. This is a minor mistake, but it's still worth mentioning. The second mistake in this episode is in the final shot.
So glad you're back. He is the Pointy Maw, destroyer of our meaty land! Ooh! Hey, guys!
Get him!
Final shot. Squidward's arm is colored yellow, but usually he looks different. This is a really quick mistake, but it's still interesting to catch. Now let's move on to another episode of good old-fashioned SpongeBob and spot some more mistakes. The episode we're looking at is Boss for a Day, where SpongeBob becomes the boss of the Krusty Krab for an entire day after Mr. Krabs gets injured.
SpongeBob! Table 8 needs more coral fries! Up to it, boy!
I'm hopping, sir.
Woohoo! What is it, girl? What do you smell?
Ooh. All day long you'll have a penny.
What a good girl.
Somebody call an ambulance! Oh, you're here. Wait, Mr. Krabs, who's in charge while you're out?
The first mistake in this episode is when SpongeBob is showing the vintage training devices to Squidward. If you look closely, the bottom line of Squidward's 2 teeth is connected as one big line, when they're supposed to be separate. It's really weird. In the same scene, Squidward's wrinkles are missing. So that's 2 mistakes in one shot.
One of Mr. Krabs' vintage training devices.
May I please take your order?
I think that went pretty well, don't you?
Mr. Squidward, it's not time for your break.
I'm taking a permanent break from you!
The next mistake is in the scene where SpongeBob is twirling around in the circle of his slices. His leg appears white, like his sock, but it only happens whenever he faces the left. In the final mistake of this episode, Mr. Krabs literally duplicates himself for a split second as SpongeBob opens the Krusty Krab door. This is quite a noticeable mistake and worth mentioning. Star Show.
Oh, hey, that's me! I'm in charge! Don't worry, Mr. Krabs. I'll be the best boss the Krusty Krab ever had. Just like you, Mr. Krabs! Well, I guess if I want a boss like Mr. Krabs, I learn to think like Krabs. Mr. Glad you're back!
Now let's move back over to the Patrick Star Show and talk about some more mistakes. In the episode Backpack Payback, there's only one mistake that we could find. It's when Squidward's nose turns yellow for a frame during the scene where he finds the fake money on the table.
Maybe there's some money in here.
Tentacles! Come get your money!
Where's the cash?
I'm not paying for this newspaper! There's no ink on it!
It's got ink now! Pay him!
Oh, no, please don't hurt me. Your money's over there!
Oh, I can't believe it! 5 years of unpaid newspaper money!
Now we'll talk about the episode Mind the Gap. This is an interesting episode that revolves around SpongeBob's missing tooth. The mistake we found in the episode is when SpongeBob shows his gap to everyone in town. It appears that in one shot, his teeth are perfectly aligned, and then in the next shot, they're misaligned. This is a really subtle mistake, but worth mentioning. Let's now look at the episodes Crusty Crushers and Patrick Alley. Crusty Crushers is a Season 6 episode where Mr. Krabs wants to manage SpongeBob and Patrick as a tag team wrestling duo to win millions of dollars. While it's a funny episode, there are some mistakes that the animators missed. Let's take a look. In one scene, Patrick shows off his metal bottom to SpongeBob, and his bandana disappears suddenly. It returns after Patrick gets up, but then it vanishes again when Patrick and SpongeBob tell the microphone guy that they're there just to fake wrestle. Where did this dude's bandana go? We don't know.
SpongeBob! How do I look?
Wow, looks like those iron bun workout videos are really paying off.
Al, send the mic down. We've got fresh meat.
When Patrick gets a paper cut, he cuts his right arm. But when he goes to soothe it, he kisses his left arm instead of his right. It's a funny mistake that you can easily miss.
Oh, I got a paper cut! Good catch!
Look, I'm up!
Helicopter!
At the end of the episode, SpongeBob and Patrick are seen wearing their wrestling uniforms. But when they're spinning in the air and about to get shredded into pieces, SpongeBob is briefly seen wearing his regular clothes. This is a huge mistake that the animators should have caught. Patrick's Alley is an episode where the Patrick Star Show rebrands for a younger audience. While the episode has some funny moments, it also has a few mistakes that the animators missed. During the scene where Patrick puts on a tutu, his shirt inverts colors. It's a strange mistake that you might not notice unless you're paying close attention.
Those kids!
Shrimp sauce! The babies are playing in traffic!
Don't worry, I got this. Welcome to the wild world of baby fishing. Today, I'll teach you how to be an angler of little angels.
During a scene where Patrick is fishing, we see Squidward, and his eye is purple instead of white. It's another strange error that you might miss if you're not paying close attention. Patrick the Game is a Season 9 episode where Patrick invents a new game. While it's not a bad episode, there are a few mistakes that the animators missed. During the scene where Patrick shows Squidward how to play tic-tac, the X's and O's drawn on the paper disappear right before the bubble transition. It's a small mistake, but it's still a mistake nonetheless. Lastly, the writing on the galley grub in order changes from capital letters to lowercase letters. It's a small mistake, but it's something that you might miss if you're not paying attention. And that's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed watching it and learned something new about your favorite TV shows. Do you know any other hidden mistakes or details that we might have missed in SpongeBob and the Patrick Star Show? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more such videos in the future.